All right, now, sir, we're on part 3 of Beer Night, episode 7, Halloween special. Yes, sir, we're scaring the shits out of you with no one watching. And we're going to talk about...
We're scaring you with our hairdos.
Yes, we're going to... we're going to talk about scary music on this... Scary music. Horror-themed music, whatever scares the shit out of you. But before we do that, I've got some real quick mentions about music and albums that have recently come out.
Okay.
Deftones album.
Ohms.
It's a fucking hell yeah fucking album right there. 5 out of fucking 5. Fucking amazing album.
Yeah, it's great.
It's
great.
Heavy.
It's great.
It's a great album. I enjoy that album.
It's not just so heavy. It's just great.
Great.
It's really good.
It's really
good.
Really good.
It's a grower too. Like every listen, it gets so
better.
much better.
I think first listen was fucking great.
First listen was good, but the second listen was amazing. Third listen was like, wow.
Wow, I can't believe they pulled that
really
off.
Great, yeah.
Great shit. Yeah. My other album that just came out, Sevendust, what's it called? Blood and Stone. Blood and Stone.
I still haven't listened to it yet.
Yeah, good album. I'm gonna give that a fucking good, man. 4 out of 5.
Okay.
4 out of 5. It's pretty good. It's very good. It's very melodic. It's not a lot of heaviness screams and singing wise, but guitar wise, drums wise, it's pretty good. But it's very melodic. It's very melodic. I especially love the. Did you like the cover of the Soundgarden?
Did I Try to Live?
Yeah. Did you like it?
I did. I do like it. I did like it. Yeah. I like the original better, but I still like the cover as well. Yeah,
it's on the album. It's good.
Yeah.
And then I got one more quick little shout out here. I can't remember what this album is called, but Ryan, our buddy Ryan, who was on episode 4 of Beer Night. Yeah, it was episode 4. I remember this. I know numbers. I'm ahead of the game. Okay.
You're ahead. I don't know about the game.
He gave me this shout out. He wanted me to check out this album. The band is Chaos Divine. The album is Legacies. And if you like progressive metal, listen to this album. I kind of compare it to an Opeth. It's kind of got a little Between the Buried and Me in there, but I'm leaning towards Opeth. It's really good singing, really good screaming, really good guitar work too.
I'm sure that everybody that's watching is just so in love with progressive metal.
Everyone knows who Opeth is. God.
Everyone.
Great band, great shout out.
Half the people don't know it.
Great shout out from Ryan from episode 4. I really enjoy this album. Really good. Get that. You can find it on Spotify, anywhere where you ever get music on YouTube or whatever. But I think now we're going to go ahead and do top 5 scary songs. Scary songs. Just songs right now.
Okay, just songs. You go first.
I'll go first. My number 5, it's not metal. It is not. It's kind of a rap song.
A rap song? No wonder it's scary.
It's scary. I'm going to go with, it's off the Marshall Mathers LP, Eminem. And the song is called Kim. And to me it's not scary, it's more disturbing. It's a song where he's trying to kill his girlfriend or wife or whatever, and leaves his daughter at home to go fucking kill his wife. And it's fucking brutal song. It's very disturbing song. Very disturbing. You can listen to it once and like, oh, I don't want to listen to that again. It's like, it's pretty gnarly song, dude. And it ends. I think it ends the album too. It's the last song of the album.
He'll be alright as long as Triumph the Insult Comedy Dog isn't there to talk shit, and then he won't need his bodyguards to protect him.
Whatever.
Pussy.
Calm down.
On the next one.
On the next one. Number 4, I'm going with Corn Daddy. It's not scary. Again, I'm leaning more towards...
It's disturbing.
It's very disturbing fucking song. It's just...
I'm shocked that you would pick a Korn song.
Are you shocked, huh?
I mean, this is like unprecedented.
Yeah. That's a pretty long song, but like...
This skull is fucking shocked right now. Look at this. Do you see that look on his face? It's fucking shocked.
I know, but man, listen to that song. Oh, you could shed a tear listening to that song, dude. It's
I don't know about a tear. It's not really a tearjerker.
No,
But it is disturbing.
It's disturbing. It's a very disturbing song.
Yes.
My number 3 song, Iron Maiden, "Hallowed Be Thy Name." What do you think about that one?
I think that's
very-
by far the best song
Yeah, you sure?
you mentioned so far.
Actually.
Scary? Is it scary? I don't know.
It's very
It's
creepy.
great. It's great.
It's got like bells and chimes.
The
and
beginning.
It's just, the beginning.
The beginning, yeah.
It's a good, like, lyrically scary song almost.
Yeah.
You know? It's got that tone to it. My number 2 is Alice in Chains' "Rooster."
Okay.
That-
It's not.
It's dark.
It's dark.
It's not dark. It's
dark.
very dark. It's about Vietnam, right? It's like
It's about Jerry Cantrell's dad, who's a Vietnam vet.
right, that's right,
So
yeah.
it's about his experience in Vietnam. Yes.
just Lane Staley's vocals on that makes it so eerie and
His
scary.
delivery
On that song is ridiculous. It's listen to that song in the dark. You'll get the chills a little bit.
Yeah.
You know. My number 1 is pretty much obvious to everyone, right? How many times have we talked about this band on these episodes? No one really cares. No one's watching. But Black Sabbath. How can that song not be number 1? It's literally the most scariest, disturbing, haunting song.
Very dark
song ever made. Period.
Very haunting.
You listen to that song in the dark, yeah, you'll shit your pants. That's
very haunting.
It's
Yeah.
a very haunting song.
Very haunting.
I think everyone knows that by now. It should be always number 1.
First song, first album, same title,
Same,
same title as the band name.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's just, there's something about that song that's just it's so unprecedented. Even since it was unprecedented, obviously it was unprecedented in 1970 when it came out. It was ridiculous.
Yeah.
But even since then, like, it really hasn't been duplicated.
Just the guitar.
Well, and just
Boom, bing, boom.
yes, that tonality
It's just like,
and
he chills the back of your
the
spine.
darkness of it has never been duplicated. But also the fact that it's first song, first album, and it's the same title as the band. It's just like there's an element there that's just kind of unique.
Yeah. What's your top 5?
So I'm gonna go off board a little bit here.
Yeah, where you going?
I'm gonna go way off board.
Okay.
Because something happened recently that kind of, to me, overshadows some bullshit like Halloween a little bit.
Yeah.
So you may have heard, just may have, that Eddie Van Halen died.
Yeah. Yeah. Right, hold on. I know, real quick, get your beer, sir. Rest in peace, Eddie Van Halen. Greatest guitar player to ever live. One of the greatest guitar players.
At least one of. At least.
Can you believe we lived in a time frame of
at least one
Eddie
of
Van
the
Halen?
most innovative. So I am a guitar player, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you guys didn't know this. And so I have many influences, but definitely one of the primary ones is Eddie. And there's so many things about what he did that are just still baffling to this day. His timing, his phrasing of notes. I mean, I'm not going to get too technical as a guitar player because it'll lose a lot of you, but just know that some of the things that he was doing were just kind of ridiculous and unduplicated, by the way. Yeah. There's been guitar players that have done things that are more technical, but nobody's really ever duplicated his kind of weird rhythm and timing and and really phrasing. His phrasing of notes, like you take a collection of notes within a single musical bar, and the way that they're phrased and the rhythm in between the notes and the separation is just really weird and unique. As a guitar player trying to duplicate that and being like, whoa, kind of what's this wacky shit that he's doing?
Yeah.
It's not just the technique of tapping or anything else like that. It's just kind of the way that, you know, you'll have a gap in between the first and second note, but then again, I don't want to get too technical. I'm already going there. But anyway, he's great. Let's just put it at that. Okay. So,
what's your song?
I don't give a fuck about Halloween. I don't give a fuck about scary songs. I want to talk about top 5 Eddie Van Halen songs.
Oh, shit. All right.
Because to me, he is far more important to my life than Halloween. Even though I've had great times on Halloween, Eddie, it's Eddie. It's just to me, it's far more important. So,
your top 5 Eddie Van
number
Halen songs.
5, I'm gonna go with Unchained. Okay, so number 5 is Unchained, and this is not a great lead guitar song, but it is a great rhythm guitar song. And one of the hallmarks of Eddie is his tone, which is another thing that's been unduplicated. Yeah. Nobody has ever, and by the way, he built his own guitars. He even built amps. So nobody has ever really duplicated his tone. He gets a tone that's just like, well, how do you get that? Yeah. And it's not like some flashy lead guitar playing. It's just the flat out tone of the guitar. Unchained is a perfect example from a rhythm guitar standpoint. When that riff kicks in and you hear that the detuned, which is in a drop D tuning, again, not too technical, chugging, it's like, and just that riff, the way it chugs, and it's classic. Yeah. It's classic. It's classic. So it's a great rhythm guitar song. My number 4, and by the way, I'm not, a Van Hagar hater. I'm not going to lean heavily towards David Lee Roth stuff. In fact, I might actually lean heavily towards Sammy Hagar stuff. Really? All right. Because there is some fucking fantastic music that's written with Sammy Hagar. So this one is a perfect example. It's called Feelin'. It's from the Balance album, which, by the way, I talked about the Balance album on one of our episodes.
Episode 4. I know it. Episode 4.
What the fuck? But anyway, Feelin', a great ballad, I guess. It's kind of a ballad. It's like a dark, kind of depressing ballad, which makes sense why I like it, because I like kind of dark, depressing music. And then there's the middle section. His playing up until that point is fantastic, and his writing up until that point is fantastic, but there's the middle section that kind of goes and just really grabs you by the throat. And the solo is just it's vintage Eddie, and it's just fantastic. I can't say too much more about it. Listen to it, and the way the song kind of flows and rides, and where it goes, and his lead section in the middle is just it's jaw dropping.
Right.
Number 3, I'm gonna go "I'm the One" from the debut Van Halen album. Van Halen. Yeah. And so this is really a showcase for Eddie. It's such a lead guitar based song, unlike Unchained, which is more rhythm guitar based. Like I'm the One is very lead guitar based. Even the riffs are very lead guitar esque. And then he has like 3 guitar solos in the song, and they all just melt your face. Yeah. And it's just from the David Lee Roth era. You're hard pressed to do better than that song. Because it's fun, which is kind of what describes the David Lee Roth era as fun, right?
Yeah, fun.
It's just fun, kind of like bar hard rock music, and then you get to hear Eddie shredding this song with only as he can, in his style and in his weird kind of wacky, rhythm and phrasing. It's hard to duplicate. Number 2, another Van Hagar from the Balance album again, because
I love that album.
It's a great album. Aftershock. You fucking love this song. Again, his tone in this song is so nasty. Yeah. It's just so nasty. The opening riff is just so nasty. It starts with some like ethereal kind of tapped harmonics, and then just goes into this nasty ass riff, and the rest of the song just takes off from there. There's great rhythm work, great lead work. It's kind of an all-around Van Halen song. Great vocals from Sammy Hagar. It's a banger. An absolute banger. We can throw that term on it. Yeah. Number 1, we're going way off board. Yeah. Way off board, way obscure. We're going a deep cut here. It's an instrumental piece. Yeah. It's called Respect the Wind.
Respect the Wind, huh?
This is my favorite Eddie Van Halen composition. It is an absolutely beautiful piece of music. What's kind of silly about it is it's off the Twister soundtrack.
Really? The Twister soundtrack?
Twister soundtrack.
Really? It's not on any other random albums? Really?
And it plays during the closing credits.
Yeah?
So
Makes me want to watch that movie.
if you guys have ever watched this movie and you like music, okay, the closing credits of Twister are better than the entire 2-hour movie that preceded it.
Damn. All right.
Why? Because of this piece of music. It is that good. And I bought the Twister soundtrack when I don't even know, I still have the CD.
Yeah.
Like, I bought it when it came out, and I don't even know how long ago that was.
Like
Whenever that movie came out.
or something like
that. I bought it because I swear to God, I watched the movie, and I let the credits roll because I'm not a quick turn offer when the credits start rolling, because I like the kind of the dramaticness of a closing of a movie and the credits and stuff like that.
VHS days, yeah.
So, and it starts, and I'm just kind of letting the credits roll, and then this music starts playing. I'm like, holy shit, what is this? What the hell?
Huh?
Because it doesn't start right away.
No.
It doesn't start right when the credits starts. You gotta wait a second.
Yeah.
Wait a little bit, and then it starts playing. And you hear it, and and it shows like clouds and weather in the background while this is playing. And it's like, whoa, this is way better than the movie I just watched. It really is. I mean, there's no better way to describe it. So I immediately bought the soundtrack album. It's a crappy soundtrack.
Yeah.
It's not very good.
Just that one.
There is one other great Van Halen song on that album, by the way. They do the opening song and the closing song on that album.
Oh.
The opening song is great. It's called Humans Being. It could be an honorable mention. It's pretty great. The closing song is called Respect the Wind, and that's the song I'm talking about right now. And it's an instrumental piece. Eddie plays the lead guitar, and Alex Van Halen, the drummer, his brother, plays the little rhythm backing kind of, it almost sounds like a sitar track.
Yeah.
And it is an amazingly well-written piece of music. And it's heartbreaking, especially listening to it after he dies, because it's so emotional, and there's a lot of stuff going on there, especially if you're talking after coming off something like I'm the One, which is a very party, happy song.
Yeah.
And then, but you hear his range as a musician when he can do something like that, and it's very loud and kind of it's got that Van Halen tone and style, but it's still very dark and kind of haunting. Yeah, which we talked about with some of your songs, right? So it's an amazing piece of music. I urge you all to seek it out and listen to it. It's called "Respect the Wind" by Eddie Van Halen, and it is better than the Twister movie that precedes it.
I don't doubt that. I've watched that movie several times. I gotta check out the end credits. And
it's an okay movie.
Yeah,
you know what?
okay.
You know what? Bill Paxton's in it. You can't go wrong with some Bill.
No.
Okay, so not to get off on too big of a tangent here, another guy who, when he died, was pretty bad. I love me some Bill Paxton. Just want to give a Bill Paxton shout out here real quick, because I love me some Bill Paxton. One of my favorite character actors of all time. Every movie he was in was elevated whenever he came on screen. Yeah. Awesome. Twister, he's actually got a lead role, so he's not a character. He's actually the lead dog, and it's just, he's, besides Eddie's musical piece at the end, Bill Paxton is the best part of that movie.
Well, there you go. May Eddie Van Halen rest in peace.
Bill Paxton.
And Bill Paxton, too.
Talk about a tangent, but a worthy tangent, because Bill Paxton is the fucking man. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise.
For me, I'm going to give some honorable mentions here for my scary songs.
Should I give honorable mention Van Halen songs?
If you want.
No,
you don't have to if you want to. We got Death, Flesh, and the Power It Holds. Really good, fucking brutal, scary song. It's good. A lot of Ghost. We got Cerise, He Is.
I think it's Cersei. Isn't it Cersei?
Is it Cersei or is it Cerise?
I think it's Cersei.
Cersei?
I don't know. I could be wrong.
Scary song. He is. You're
right, it's Cerise. Hey, look at you.
Yeah, look at
He is good too.
He is it's haunting. It's kind of like, almost sounds like church music. And then, but
so like all of
Satan.
Ghost.
It's on Satan. Satan's Prayer is good too.
Satan Prayer is awesome. I love Satan Prayer. Oh my God, I can tell you a story about that one. But
maybe another time.
Yeah.
The Number of the Beast by Iron Maiden. Bring Your Daughter to the Slaughter. Good Halloween song.
Okay.
You know. Ozzy's songs. You got Suicide Solution. Mr. Crowley.
Mr. Crowley's a great Halloween song.
Pantera, Cemetery Gates. Not really a scary song.
Kind of power metal-ish.
Power metal-ish, you know.
It's a great song, though.
Great song. I mean, you can't go wrong with Rob Zombie, White Zombie, Living Dead Girl. And then you got some songs from The Devil's Rejects. Like, the Devil's Reject song is pretty haunting. It's pretty cool. Can't go wrong with Slayer, right? Raining Blood, South of Heaven.
Good. Raining Blood's good. South of Heaven is definitely
Mandatory Suicide, right? It's kind of eerie and scary and shit.
It's not bad.
How
many honorable mentions you got here, dude?
One more. It's quick. It's one more. The soundtrack to Queen of the Damned. It got some good songs on there. Like Slept So Long is probably my favorite. It's pretty by Korn or Jonathan Davis. You know, he did the whole Queen of the Damned soundtrack.
Yes, you're right. I remember that. So
that's good. Yeah.
So by the way, nobody else remembers that but me.
But you.
Nobody else knows Queen of the Damned.
No,
but
nobody
me.
knows that movie?
No.
You sure?
Nobody knows
Nobody
Queen
knows?
of the Damned. Really?
I know.
Like a 12th rate vampire movie?
It's not that great of a vampire movie anyway. I think that's it for music. Hopefully you enjoyed the music segment. What we got going next? We got some movies, I think, next, right? All right.
I don't know. Steve's getting drunk.
I'm pretty out there.
Beware of the next segment.
Yes.
Beware. Tune in to see how bad it gets. Although it could just be, you know, he could just take his shirt off, which nobody wants to see anyway. But tune in to find out.
It's pretty cool. They got some hard nipples coming.